I think. For sure. You did not want the purple item. The purple item?
Listen carefully. I haven't much time.
What are you talking about? Drop off the boss?
Lord Evichus was
There's no purple item that drop off the boss.
Beneath the mountain. We carried his body to the ossuary, but he arose, thirsting for blood. Only I escaped. Please, you must slay him.
Did I miss something? I'm pretty sure there was no item that dropped off the boss. How do you stream your gameplay here? Your setup is so nice. I'm using a software, a little plugin with using a little plugin with OBS from the software Atom that allows me to do a vertical scene for TikTok streaming. I think I'll give up for today and chill instead. Yeah, it can be extremely frustrating if you get into a bad, like...
What is this?
If you get into a bad loop of bad luck and just, like, getting chain DC and shit, like, it can get extremely frustrating. Like, I totally get it. I totally get it. It can get really, 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 really frustrating. You know, you just want to play, just want to get on, and the game just keeps crashing. The server keeps DCing you, you know? Tomorrow, it's definitely going to be more stable for people, for sure. I mean, in the meantime, you know, like, it's just chill or play another game or try to keep logging in. Just watch the stream, I guess. Just try to learn some stuff from Necro, I guess. I know it's not ideal, but, you know. Finally home in Q. How's Necro? Really, really fun, my friend. Been enjoying it. Been enjoying the fuck out of it. I love the shadow build that you can do with the blight. It has like a siphon ability that does blight damage. It like decompose corpse or decompose enemies, and it makes those generate like corpses and like do more minion damage. So fucking cool. It also has an AoE grip like a Death Knight. It's kind of insane. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, Sorokas, man. Sounds like a good idea.
I need more time.
I wish the cooldown of Shadow Tendril was lower, man. Such a cool ability. Here. Getting murdered. All right, good stuff. Having issue compared to last week, Circus? Yeah, it's this. Everybody's getting the same issue as last Friday, pretty much. As the more people are getting on, more people are getting DC'd. The queues are a little bit unstable, but it's pretty similar to last Friday, so I'm assuming things are going to clear up this night, like later tonight, and most likely things are going to clear up later tonight and probably tomorrow. It's going to be a lot more stable. But today, right now in the afternoon, it's a little bit iffy right now for sure.
I need more essence.
Yes, big boy. I'm sorry. I'm almost done here. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll be there in a minute. Go wait for me next to the bull. Okay. Yoda's like looking at me like, Father, you told me it was after this dungeon. I mean, the queues on NA are pretty short right now. They're like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Some people are getting really, really fast queue. Some people are getting short queue. It really depends right now.
Reverend Mother Prava.
Really, really, really depends.
Open the gates. You were good soldiers. Worked hard. Fought hard. Drank hard too. Brothers. Sisters. I hope hope you find peace in these flames.
Vigo, what are you doing here?
So you lived. I came clean to Trava. About taking that woman's bribe. It's looking bad. My ass is on the line. Might not have a job when she's done with me. Hey, you're here for her, right? Let's go together. Maybe she'll go easy on me if you're there.
All right. Cool. All right. All right. I wish the skeleton priest would heal us too. I agree, dude. I was thinking the same thing.
Could bear your sins.
All right. That would be kind of cool. I mean, there's probably going to be a unique or a Lego or something that's going to do that at some point.
She's expecting us.
That feels like it would make sense, right? Yeah, it's just we got to set our expectation, right? Beta's beta, release is going to be release, you know.
Good luck.
I feel you, man. You know why you're like that? Because you care, man. You want it to be good. You want it to be good. And now you're having issues and it's kind of getting to you, right? But just remember that it's going to get better. Is the core of the game fun? Like, you got to ask yourself, is the game fun? Is the only thing that's like making your enjoyment like being lowered down? Is it just like the rubber banding, a couple of invisible wall and a couple shit? That shit is going to be fixed. You know that. You know it's going to be fixed.
Make no mistake.
There's no way this game fucking launches with like fucking, you know, it's going to get fixed.
Lilith has brought the eternal conflict to Sanctuary.
Sure, it could have a couple of issues for a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
As writ in prophecy.
Such a massive endeavor they're taking right now. Such a massive, massive goal. What's the accent?
Make a pilgrimage to the
I'm from Quebec.
Alabaster Monastery.
French
Cleanse your
Canadian, that's the
spirit.
accent.
Then we may discuss a blessing.
So invisible walls issue, if they're not in a dungeon, it's actually just loading screen. So you're not able to enter the next zone because of a loading issue, because it's so, you know. All right. Cool. Like, you know, like I feel like we went through the same issue last week, right? Last Friday was like really, really bad. And then Saturday and Sunday were literally flawless, you know? So. Yeah, Necro looks cool, man. The skellies aren't like hyperactive. They kind of get into like a formation around you and then they just stay there. Like the mages will always go like back on the side like this. The warrior will try to like protect you. It's really well done. Like, look at this. Like the warrior will always try to like form a line right here. And then the skelly, like, it's so cool. And then they don't like fucking spasm everywhere. Like in D2, right? They were just like fucking, you know. It's really cool. So like this happened, right? So I'm loading an area here. I got a little bit of rubber bending that happens. These things will obviously like, you know.
Hail.
All right.
There's a shrine west of here. Bears a relic.
I mean, they don't need that
told
data because
takes
everybody
on
can
your
access the open
sin,
beta, right?
Weighs you down, body.
Everybody
and
can
soul.
access the open beta
Beats
freely,
the
so.
hell out of you. It'll cleanse
You don't even need to do the
prepare
promotion
you to
thing. Yeah.
stand
Joke, by the way.
before Father. I hope you don't have many regrets, friend. This kind of thing is a lot deadlier for some than others. Watch out. all
Wait,
right?
Lux, what's going on, Cisco?
I'll find you at the end.
We can play now if we haven't yeah, you can play. It's called an open beta. Everybody can join. You don't need to have purchased anything. You don't need to have done anything. You can literally open your launcher right now, install, and you'll be good to go. Can you still get the wolf? Yes. So this beta also works as well as the last one. All you need to do is get one character to level 20, and then you'll get access to the wolf puppy backpack or whatever when the game goes live. Been disconnected 8 times, done for the day. Yikes, that's rough. 8 times is a little bit much. 8 times is a lot. Sapolsky, thank you to you for the week auras update for 10.7 Lux. Pally is blasting. Nice, awesome. Thank you for the 8 months, my good friend. Welcome back. Silent. That's it? Bro, I wasted a silent key for 2 white item? You gotta be shitting my... Right?
Hark, creature of darkness, for you have wandered beyond the reach of the light. Lift your sins. Breathe deep the cold air. The path to redemption lies before you, if you have the faith to walk it.
But I get it. It's rough. I think it's rough for most people to play the beta and completely disconnect their game into trying to have fun, right? Most people that play the beta, like 99%, including myself, I play it to have fun. Like, I'm reporting bugs if I see like very obvious things. I'll do a report. If I know I might have found something that wasn't flagged previously, right? I'll do bug reports and shit like that. But I haven't been going out of my way to find issues. Let's be honest, most people don't. We're just here to kind of play, have fun. If we find bugs, cool, you know. Blizzard doesn't really expect us more than that. We're not QA testers. They're trying to test server stability. They're trying to test all that stuff. They're not like, you know, that's pretty much what we're expecting out of this, right? So obviously when that goal isn't getting fulfilled, when you're not able to have fun, there's frustration that comes out of it, right? It's completely normal. Completely normal. Kind of expected. But you have to just remind yourself constantly, like, this is a beta. Shit goes wrong, you know. So I wasn't enjoying playing Necro until I completely changed my build. Now it's fun. What build were you having? I mean, yeah, Necro is going to depend on a lot of things, right? Agree to just seeing if it's worth... Yeah, I think it's a good way to see if it's... Like, you got to be able to look at this and be like, okay, like, what are the fun aspect of this game? What is triggering... What is tickling my pickle, you know? Yeah, so if it's giving you error 300 something, blah, 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 it's not letting you reconnect. It's because your account has been, like, disconnected. So even though you see your character list, in the background, you're disconnected. So sadly, you have to close the game and reopen it again, which means you'll get the queue again. But that's the only way we find out to be able to re-queue. So you kind of just have to go along with that. The blood of Severe Beard is kind of cool. I was trying to do dot range build with Pet as tank, but it's kind of meh. Really? Been having fun with it. It's kind of slow, though, for sure. I think there's a lot of builds that are a lot better, for sure. It's kind of getting along, though. I have an idea of what I want to do. I'm going to test it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Holy shit. Dude, the fucking simulacrum is so dumb. Holy shit, he's dead for 3 hours. Stop. He killed my entire army and he's dead. Like, this is so dumb.
The end nears, pilgrim. Look into yourself.
Like, you kill the boss, and then his images just stays there and, like, annihilate the whole field for days.
Remember, you are nothing without faith. Hold
Necro has been really, really good so far. I haven't tested a lot of build, though. We'll definitely get into a lot more build pretty soon. Trying to finish Act 1, and then we're going to try a little bit more build diversity. I've been enjoying this build so far, though. I kind of have an idea. So, like, there's this thing where shadow damage has a lot of things that build into minion, right? So, like, for example, Supernatural Blight is a thing where your minion deals more damage if they're sitting in it. And then you have the Decompose. If you're decomposing a minion, somebody, the minion do more damage to it, right? So that's really, really cool. And then I'm going to go here with the Corpse Tendril. So everything is going to get, like, pulled together. And then I'm going with the Corpse Explosion into shadow damage as well. So that's really cool. And then I'm going to go with this path here where, whenever you damage something with darkness, they'll take 2% increased shadow damage from you and your minion for 2 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So that's 6%, or you can put 3 points in there, you know, for 18% extra damage. And then you have another one here, which is a 3-pointer that deals bonus damage to enemy that are slowed and bonus damage to enemy that are stunned or immobilized, and those stacks, which means that with 3 points, it's 9, 9, 18, and that can, you know, like, it's kind of crazy, right? So that's kind of crazy. So you get 18 bonus damage here, and it applies to your minion as well. So that's pretty cool. So you get, like, a nice shadow damage boost here for you and your minion. And then what you do is you make your mages do shadow damage here. And then you make them stun. So as they're stunning things, they're also making use of the damage bonus increase, right? So that's really dope. Well, we're going to need the legendary that gives us, like, 2 more shadow mage, though. So we're going to need to farm a little bit for that. But hopefully it works out. Should be a fun build. Should be a fun build. It's all going to be about, like, pulling enemy together, corpse exploding for the shadow patch, and applying as much shadow patch as we can, and just, like, rotting everything down with shadow damage while the shadow mages just kill everything inside of it, hopefully.
The kind I'll always be. Damn it.
You got butchered at level 10? Me too, bro. Second dungeon, I got butchered. How does it compare to Sork? Sork is OP as fuck. But this has been fun. I mean, this is more my playstyle. I'm more of a minion kind of guy. I love minion. I love damage over time. I love the idea that we have a shadow damage over time ability. Like, already that sells me, like, automatically. Already that's like a big win for me. I love damage over time. I love shadow. And the really cool thing by doing a shadow / minion build is that you can go either path for your mastery. So either you go full minion here with Kellen's Edict, or you can go Shadow Blight. So shadow damage inflicts with your Shadow Blight. For 2 seconds, you and your minion deal bonus damage to enemy with Shadow Blight. And then you get an additional, like, perks here. So you could go either way with this build, which is nice, right? You could really go either way. I'm really wondering how Army of the Dead is going to build into this. If I'm even going to go with ultimate skills. I don't know. It probably will, I guess. It's just, I wish there was a Shadow ultimate, man. Kind of weird they're not, a little bit weird that they're not doing any Shadow ultimate. Every 5 seconds, your skeletal priest healing will heal your skeletal for 20% of their maximum. Ah, there you go. So, like, all of this right here instead of the Army of the Dead thing could probably be good. It's a lot of points you gotta invest. Yeah, I guess Army of the Dead is actually pretty good if your minions just died. You know, you just repress it, it rebuilds your entire army. Pretty good. I just don't know if I want most of my damage to come from minion or from me, right? I have to figure that one out. But I think there's, like, Bone Storm with Golem is nice. Bone Storm looks nice. What's the cooldown on it? 60 seconds. This is 90 seconds. Swirl Bone of Storm appearing around you and your Golem. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to try that one. Oh, that sounds cool, dude. You could have like both you and your golem just starts like swirling bone around you. So you could do like a full bone build with like a bone golem with that. That sounds cool. Bone storm. Yeah, exactly. Once I hit 25, we're gonna try like a bunch of build if we can.
This is how you choose to approach me.
Forgive this intrusion, but
Tell me what you need.
I must traverse the Black Lake, and that cannot be done without your blessing.
If I've learned anything during my time here, it is that what we're looking for and what we need are rarely the same thing. I once thought I could find an end to this war.
You copied a build from YouTube?
Only more
One of my favorite part of any ARPG like this
I've done
is literally figuring out build at the start. Because once the game is fully out and everything like is there,
world we made was born.
like there's no more like it's just somebody figured out the best build. But right now nobody really figured out the best build. So everything is kind of like a possibility, right? That's my favorite part.
I don't.
I love this part. That's why I don't look for builds. I just try everything and just try to figure shit out.
Your kind are weak, and this world has been wasted on the crusades of the unworthy.
I can stop her.
This audience is concluded.
I mean, like, my Thorn Barbarian build was kind of funny. But a lot of people ended up doing Thorn Barbarian. I just did, like, a different variant, I guess. Not everybody was using the same skills and shit. A lot of people are using, like, for example, Hydra for Sorceress. And then on YouTube, I made a video suggesting a build without Hydra, right?
Back to Bulvalar.
And the crazy thing is that the build that I put together for Sorg doesn't require Legendary. Which makes it probably one of the best build you can go with while leveling, right? Because while leveling, you're not going to have specific legendary. You're not going to be able to target them. You're just going to try to level as you go, right? So the build that I was suggesting was really, really good. Obviously, there's better build for Sork. Once you get all the Hydra Lego, Hydra becomes insanely broken. But as you level, you're not going to be able to rely on that, really. So I love having those. Like, it's like the Thorn Barbarian build didn't need any Lego as well. You didn't need any Lego. You could literally have any legendary. And everything was getting one-shot by the Thorn and just like, you know. Same thing with the Sork. You could pretty much do whatever the fuck you wanted. I gotta go unlock the waypoint over there. I mean, I kind of like an Aris, man. I love Lilith, but we still don't know what the fuck is going on, you know. I don't know where I stand yet because we don't know what the fuck is happening, dude. We don't fucking know anything right now. You know, like, we don't know. It's hard to pick a side right now. It's really, really hard to pick a side right now. Man, I can't wait to test out Druid as well with the... I'm definitely going to spend most of my time on Necromancer. But once Necro is, like, really, really good to go, I'm going to spend so much time on Druid as well. Elemental Druid especially. But I love Werebear as well. But I think I'm going to try, like, Storm. Full Storm Druid looks cool. I'm really excited, man. It's rare in a Diablo game that I actually want to multi-class. Because in most of the cases, you kind of... This is the first time in a Diablo game that I actually want to play all the classes. It's kind of crazy. Normally, I just pick up Necro and that's it. You know, I mean, we did multi-class in D3 a little bit, just out of boredom, I guess. But I'm just excited, man. Like, I don't even care to redo the story 8 million times. I'm just excited that I'm going to be able to have so many fucking things to farm. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be so much to farm. Like, you're going to have to farm all this gear on one class, and then you can up on a different class and relive the a completely different experience just because of how much shit there's going to be to grind, you know? Oh, that's a stronghold. Oh, we went to the wrong area. The portal is up here, I think. I mean, Lilith, the problem is Lilith, she could have, like, we just don't know their intentions, right? Obviously, the way that Lilith is presenting herself right now, she seems kind of almost trustable. You don't really know if she's the villain or the good guy. You don't really know what the fuck is happening. You really don't know. But she could be up to some nasty fucking shit. And obviously, you know, like all the memes around like mommy and shit, we don't fucking know, dude. But I have a feeling that they're either they're either both bad or Lilith is good. Or like not good, but like better than like Inaris. Inaris maybe wants to do something really fucked up. And she actually wants to protect us or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. We still don't know what the fuck the wolf is, what the fuck he's up to. Who knows? Maybe the wolf is fucking Diablo, bro. And Diablo's trying to prevent fucking... What if Diablo's the good guy? And he's gonna save us from... Who knows, man?
We display these trophies to honor the
What if we become Diablo?
To us. The skulls remind me that death,
you know, we get to the end of the game and we just like shove the fucking crystal down our forehead, and then we spend the rest of the end game as a giant.
Saving a place for that of a goatman we've
Yeah, they technically did that for the first game. That's actually true.
It hunts
Technically, Diablo.
openly feasting on our fallen.
Technically, Diablo. I mean, I think it depended on which class, right?
You would gain great favor with the tribe.
Yeah, technically, if you were a warrior, you became Diablo. Technically, Diablo 2 Diablo is Diablo 1's warrior. So if you happen to have played a warrior back then you're Diablo, technically. But I like it now because we're no longer a generic character, right? We're kind of ourself now. This is the first time in Diablo that you're you. Instead of being like a barbarian. You know, like, because in Diablo 3, the barbarian was the aged barbarian from Diablo 2. You were actually the same person. But now that's not really the case anymore. Now you're just a Nephilim. You're yourself. From what I understand, at least. But I could be wrong. But I think that's accurate, what I'm saying. To be honest, I can't even enjoy the beta without getting kicked every 10 minutes and then have to wait 30. Yeah, but that's, you know, that's kind of what we've been discussing today. Sadly, the beta isn't necessarily meant to be... I mean, technically that's wrong, though. I keep saying this, like, the beta isn't meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to test. But then they added an incentive for people to get to level 20. But to be honest, the first day is going to be horrible, Justin. Come back Saturday or Sunday. You're going to have a much better time playing the beta. If you're like getting frustrated right now because like you're having issues,
life eternal, a red chalice, said the bishop leading them, ordered them to drink of it deep. He confessed they shelter now.
He's getting kicked every 10 minutes though. That's a little bit much. I don't know what your issue is specifically.
Must be retrieved, and I must leave. Find me at the Bear Tribe camp when you have it.
Hey. You see that you're tearing shit down, Yoda. Why don't you go elsewhere? He's literally knocking shit down on their desk. And then he's looking at me like, well, you should not have put that there.
Let our faith be our armor against the encroaching darkness. Ah, you've returned. Come, let us speak inside, out of the cold.
I'm right here, wife. Oh no. Culloden is in that house. All right, bless me. What do you think is the max skeletal mage you can have? Probably 5, I think. You have a ring that increases it by 2. And you have 3 by default. I don't know if there's anything else that can increase the number of skeletal mage. There might be a paragon that allows you to increase. There might be a paragon that lets you increase it. I think we've seen one, but I'm not sure. I actually have no idea. I know you can have 5 with the Lego. There might be a paragon point that allows you to... I don't know if there's anything else that gives you... Teleport over there. How's Necro so far? Really fun. Really, really good. The Loot Goblin have come to WoW again. What did they do? Let me go disenchant my shit.
You can take what's left.
Most of it isn't really good. I haven't found like crazy gear, but shit has been going well. We're definitely going to be farming more on this class than we did with any other class. Just out of pure interest. So, I mean, obviously, like, so my goal right now, we're going to finish Act 1. And then we're just going to go in pure, like, I'm clearing every dungeon, every side quest. You know, like literally everything that I can, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna try to get as much legendary as we can as well. Try to test out a lot of different builds. Tomorrow we'll do druid as well, but I'm gonna spend most of my time for sure on it. Can I just do like thanks, like slash thanks, slash thank? What is it?
Thanks.
Yeah, so you have to do the emotes. You can do interesting. Dude, I love the abilities here, man. Yo, Viking, what's up? Hi, is the same stuff as last week, just 2 other class? Exactly. You can still play all the classes. All the classes from the first one, but now you get access to Necromancer on top. And that's really, really cool. So you get access to Necromancer and Druid, and it's the same content. So it's the Act 1 again. It's the Act 1 again. So it's the same process that you have to redo. The same process that you have to redo, all the same quests, all the same things, the same dungeon, but you get to do it on 2 different classes. Which honestly, it's kind of crazy how well the classes are done because everything feels like different. Like even though you're doing the same content, everything feels so different because of oh shit, I got baited, bro. You got to be careful when you pin this. I've reported this bug already, but. You're willing to run with a group? Yeah, when we're going to be done with the initial recording, we can do some grouping stuff. I kind of wish that you didn't need a corpse for Corpse Tendril, but I mean, it makes sense. It's just that the first... Oh, what was that? It said Skeletal Mage. Oh, I got cold now. Interesting. Each time your Cold Mage damage an enemy with their primary attack, you gain 2 essence. Enemy who are frozen by or damaged while frozen by your Cold Mage are made vulnerable. Oh. I'll keep Shadow Mage though, I think. keep Shadow Mage. I think we're gonna go with Gloom and then Terror next. I would obviously love to have Vulnerable here, but let's keep putting points down there. Corpse Explosion is really nice.
More strangers in the camp.
Yeah, so Ametis does Shadow over time, but I don't know how much Shadow over time I got. Like, I wonder if, like what is considered Shadow over, like, damage over time, I guess. That would be my, you know. Is a puddle on the ground that does damage over time affected by the Ametis? Or is like a channeling that does damage over time affected by it, you know, like, or is it only dot damage like bleed and poison? Or I guess I have a lot of questions when it comes to that, like what's affected by it. I guess the best way to do it would actually to test it myself. I would like that Corpse Explosion does damage over time. You can actually, but it's a patch on the ground, right? So Blighted Corpse, so in Corpse Explosion becomes darkness. And then instead of the exploding, release a miasma that does damage over 6 seconds. That's what I'm using at the moment.
I'll explain on the way.
Do you think the paid track on the Battle Pass will have an advantage like XP increase or combat increase? So they've already talked about an XP increase that is going to be earned by just like at the end of the Battle Pass. It could be via like a potion, which you already get from these potions. They talk about something like very minor at the end of the Battle Pass, which will most likely be just for your ults more than anything. So it's more going to be like, it's more going to be something like, oh, you just beat the game. Here's like 5 or 10% extra XP for the next class you level, kind of type of deal, right? There's not going to be any combat anything, no. There's no power increase. There's no combat anything. It's literally all cosmetic, transmog cosmetic, and maybe a little bit of XP boost for your next class or something like that. I was wondering if it had benefit. No, there's no combat benefit. This would be an absolute disaster if they would do that. They are absolutely not doing that. Are you the weak ore of Legend? I don't know about Legend, but I do make weak ores. So just effects for Ultimate. No effect for anything. The Battle Pass has zero connection with any of your combat ability. Zero. It is a 1000% like armor cosmetic, mounts cosmetic, accessories for your horse and whatnot, like all that stuff. It's not gonna have any combat or enhancement. Battle Pass equals transmog. That's literally what it is. Yeah.
The breeze coming from the Black Lake. Do you feel it? Let's hurry.
Cow Madness, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 2 months. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mother, please. Can you hear me?
Yep, we have Necro and Druid right now for the beta.
It's you. I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
Stop. I can't be saved from my own mistakes. This body is only a husk. My spirit must pass on. And you must let me go.
Mother, no. I need you.
You need to move on, Magpie.
From what I understand, there's no ability effect.
I can help you.
It's only like, when we say cosmetic, we mean like gear. Like helm, armor, pants, like backpack or wings or like your horse, those are the cosmetic that they've talked about. I don't think they've mentioned anything regarding spells. All classes are available, Culloden, yes. You can still do Druid, you can still do Barbarian. Not Druid, Barbarian, Rogue, and Sword. But on top of that, you can do Necro and Druid.
You were so loved.
Level 25. Congrats. Congrats.
We have to go. But do you think Lilith is even still
So
here?
no monk? No.
It's been
Monk
so
is not
long.
part of
I'm
D4.
afraid
And I don't
she's
think it
won
will
this
be,
one.
to be honest. But.
Besides, I have
So it is solo play for open beta. We can team. You can team up. You can
Take
group up.
care
You can go in a clan.
of
You
my
can
mother.
do open world content with people. You can
not fish.
invite people, do dungeon with them.
Lilith was after Rothma. Find him. Learn why.
Can do all that sweet stuff.
I'll be back at the vault. All right.
All right, let's go.
How strange. Somehow this place feels like home.
How many spells have the name of the songs from Ghost? Crusader available? No.
You are the
There's
last
no...
visitor
There's
to
5
my
classes,
sanctum.
and they're all available in the beta right now.
You come
That's what
too
Diablo
late.
4 is releasing with. So,
Just as Lilith
Barbarian,
before.
Rogue, Sorceress, Necromancer, Druid. That's it. If there's any other class, it's going to be in an expansion in a year or two.
I'm low on essence.
There we go.
It
I wish I had a
started
way to
in
make
dreams.
to generate a corpse
I
like
saw shattered
instantly.
images of the end of Sanctuary.
To generate a corpse instantly so I can do Tendril when the fight starts, you know?
I need to destroy the tumors to go any further.
You got DC'd? I haven't gotten a lot of the legendary this time around, I'll be honest. Really, really mild. Sorry. Whew.
I need more time.
I love this build, man. The AoE grip into the damage over time course explosion field. Oh, this is a dream come true, man. I just need like healing, like some form of healing right now. I think I'm fucking up right now. I think I have to go to the other way to open the... Is luck a stat? I mean, there's lucky hit, which triggers different effect based on whatever class you're playing.
There were others that knew. Ones that couldn't understand the nature of such a thing.
I knew a place would be.
There's no magic find though. Yeah, like I keep telling you, Zero, there's zero form of gameplay luck with MTX. Like, literally zero. There's just none. It's just cosmetic. There's nothing else. There's nothing else in there, man. That's what's good. It's just a... I mean, if it was me, the battle pass wouldn't be... I mean, I say that, like, but if... So, the battle pass just has to deliver, right? So, like, I'm okay with battle pass. I'm okay with cosmetic. I'm okay with all that shit on top of the purchase of the game. But they have to deliver on content, right? And I hope... I really, really hope they do. What I mean by that is that I hope that every season feels different. I hope that it's more than just, like, Diablo 3 level of season, right? If you're going to generate that much money from the player base on top of the original sell of the game, you have to use that money, right? You can't just... You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really hope they give us, like, good value over it. If it's one of those things where, like, hey, You know, like, the more we're spending money in the game, the more content and shit we're getting, then I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. You know, like, that's awesome. I'll fucking spend money. You know, like, if we get, like, really, really cool seasons with, like, crazy mechanics and... Or, like, a lot more gear and a lot more stuff and... Fuck, let's go, dude. I'll spend money. But if we're spending a shit ton of money on Battle Pass and Transmog and shit, and then we're barely getting, like, 1 to 3 legendary new and some... You know, like, it's kind of disappointing a little bit. I hope the seasons are pretty massive. Like, PoE style in a way, like... Just big new mechanics, big new fun stuff to explore and do and... Not necessarily like I'm aware we're not gonna get like a new class or a new continent on a fucking season, right? I'm not stupid, but I just hope there's something massive to change every 3 months. How do you have so many skeletons? I'm level 11 and I'm only allowed 4 because I have mages. The 3 in the back are mages, which is another perk that you unlock at level 15, and then at 25 you get golem, right?
Oh, you refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of the Savior, the Holy Planet. All you must understand is once I am victorious in hell,
Curse this place. I'm being followed.
I mean, the game shouldn't get too repetitive. Seasons are every 3 months. That's pretty quick. That is really, really quick, actually. Like, if you think about it, like every 3 months you get a new season. You have to restart the process, right? So, assuming they want it to be fast-paced, they want it to not get boring really quickly, and...
Outsider! Beyond this chamber, there's nothing but death and mourning. How fitting it shall be your grave.
I wonder if my minion are gonna get one shot by his, Oh, that kind of sucks a little bit. Your minion literally gets murdered on this fight. I wonder if they're gonna do something about that.
I'm out of essence.
Like, I'm almost completely out of minion because they're just dying to the stupid mechanics. Yeah, I wish we could order them like last Epoch. Did they make a keybind? I don't think they did. I keep pressing A instead of Q. My hand was like... Got a sword. Oh, there you go. Barbed Sword of Reanimation. Your skeleton gain increased damage while alive up to 30% after 10 seconds. That's pretty good. So, if they're alive for a little bit, and they get a damage increase. I just need an off-end though right now. IMO, the super hardcore player, will always get bored pretty quickly. I mean, it all depends on tuning. If the end game is super hard to reach, you know.
Vigo, who did this?
I have done all that was asked. The pain is gone now. This was a just punishment.
A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel.
Act 1, if you don't do any side quests and you just do Act 1, it can take you like 2 hours. Like, just the main story is like 2 hours.
No coincidence.
But you need to reach 20. That's maybe going to take you 3, 2, 3, 4. It depends if you get DC'd or not. Depends on a lot of things.
This to her for me. I should never have taken it.
Depends on a lot of things.
It's so dark. I have repented. Do you think I was too late?
No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend?
Yes. Yes. I see it now. They have come.
And we got the shield Emmy that drops every time.
Your worth, friend.
Shadow damage over time. That's nice. I'll take it. +1 rank to all curse. What the fuck? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Let's peace out. Let's peace out.
Give me the key to hell. I will not ask again.
Can you guys hear the Dogo toy?
Where is she?
He's pressing the squishy thing and it's like, wait.
Is that him? Is that Rathma?
Sometimes. I mean, this game doesn't have any saving. This is an online game. The game pretty much saves your state automatically. There's no, you can't force the game to save. Saying Diablo 2.
In this new
It's more like World of Warcraft in a way, right?
Rathma. But I would have saved your place. Just the same. And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen.
It depends what you're in the mood for, you know?
This key.
It depends what if I'm in the mood for an MMO, then seasons can become a little bit bothersome because you keep losing your progress. But if you're in the mood for an ARPG, then they become really, really fun, right? It depends what I'm in the mood for.
You paid.
The only problem with seasons is the end of a season, right? So, like, I'm assuming the last couple of weeks, almost up to a month by the end of the season, they're probably going to be less interesting for me because of the thought of losing all of that progress, right? Because, like, why would you play the last week of a season, you know? Unless you're pushing for something or whatever, like a goal or... But outside of that, you know, like... Why is Lilith sexy? To make you confused. Because she seems like the villain, and then you kind of like her, and then you're like, shit. What should I do? Alright, let's go here. That should be the last quest of Act 1. I need a shield now, though. I need an offhand. So now my minions should do a little bit more damage if they've been alive for more than 30 seconds. Do you have poison with Druid? That actually seems pretty fun. I think with Rogue, I think they're the only two class that have access to poison. I'm a little bit sad we lost poison with Necromancer, you know? But they seem to have left poison a long time ago. Like in D3, there was almost no sign of it. Is it any good? Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. This is going to be cross-platform, yes. You'll be able to play with people on PC, on PlayStation, Xbox. It's also going to be cross-save, which means that you can play on your PlayStation, then go back on PC and all that jazz. Yo, I actually want to try to install this on my PS5. I want to try to couch game a little bit.
He was a good man. And Lilith? Was she even there? Did you meet her?
Already gone by the time I arrived.
There is more. I can see that.
Lilith took a key to hell off Rathma's body.
Then it was all in vain. She's the only one who got what they
No, you need to buy a copy on every single platform, though. So if you want to play on PC, you need to buy the PC version. If you want to play on console, then you need to play the console version.
Seeking hope. She found neither.
That's usually how licensing works, especially with consoles.
In truth, we would need her more than she needed us. Didn't seem that way at the time, though.
I think that's fair. Yeah, it's fair, but it's not even. I don't even think that's something that they can do anything against. I'm pretty sure like that's the way consoles require it. Like if you know, I don't think you would be able to play on a PlayStation 5 if you didn't give them money. Like it's, you know, like I
we could only depend on ourselves to find out.
Oh, Yoda boy. He's like getting tangled in wires. All right. Cool. Well, we're done with the Act 1 here, but we have way more things to go through here. We have a lot of levels. A lot of levels to go through. A lot of content to go through. We're far from being done here. We're far from being done here. We got a stronghold here. It's a little bit high level, though. It's 21. Let's go complete. Actually, we got a side quest to complete here real quick. Let's go do that. Let's go do a quick one, and then we'll close out this recording session here. It's not a subscription game, so you have to buy for each platform you want to play on. It's more than that, I believe. I think like the way that it works is like if you want to play a game on a console, like you kind of have to give the company that made the console, right? I don't really, because there's free game. I don't know how it works. I don't really know how it works, but I heard somebody told me sometimes that like even if they wanted to, they couldn't do cross licensing. Like if you buy it on PC, you couldn't possibly allow people to just load it for free on PlayStation. But I don't remember why though. I just remember hearing about that. But I can't tell you why though. I don't remember.
I'm not ready yet.
It would be cool to have a discount though, for sure, but I don't really know how it works. I don't 100% know, but I remember hearing that. I'm just happy I can do it. I'm probably going to end up buying a copy on console, or I might just do it on Steam Deck. Like, Steam Deck... Actually, I'm not even going to buy a copy on console, just because I have the Steam Deck. Because I can literally just put the Steam into its little, like, deck, and I can wire it to my TV with the HDMI, and then I just take a controller and I can play it on my TV, so... Without having to purchase a second license, or, like, a second copy of the game. All right, let's do this quest here real quick.
more time.
There we go. I wonder if this stacks the damage over time from the... Everybody's yucking a Yoda murderous toy, his plushie toy. Okay, that was just an event, actually. That wasn't even the quest. What is the quest? Help Christina find her husband. Okay. Yeah, he's just murdering the plushie toy. All right, let's finish this quest real quick. I don't know. Oh, no, I remember where he is, actually. Every time I do this quest, I do the same mistake. I run by like 18 million times, and he's right here.
My sweet Fyodor, may you know bliss eternal.
Fyodor? What?
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting a little bit because I gave him one not too long ago. So.
Oh, heavens. No. No.
Such sights I have witnessed. Such pleasure. Such pain. I must have more.
What? Fyodor? How is it that you...
Theodore?
More.
Please, go after that woman who did this to him.
More. More.
More.
Oh, man. Whew. All right, let's go. So, fuck, I need an offense too. I forgot about that. We're gonna try to go do like some of the tougher like dungeons. We're gonna go try to. I gotta get 25 here on this guy for sure.
His petty soul has
We gotta try to get 25 on this guy. Try to see what the ultimate is all about. I want to test all of them. I want to test the golem plus the bone armor, the bone storm. Sorry, it's only 60-second cooldown, which is really cool. I wonder if there's anything that has cooldown reduction outside of... We saw one thing that had cooldown reduction. Fuck him up! There we go. There we go. Bone skill of a talent to reduce CD. Ooh. There was one on one of the curse as well.
If it's a reward you want, take the dagger from his chest and leave me be.
What if I do... Can you search cooldown reduction? You can do cooldown, but that only shows you... Oh, every 100 essence you spend, reduce the cooldown of your bone skill by 5.05 seconds. So 1.5. 1.5 second every time you spend all of your essence, pretty much. Yeah. That's all right. That's pretty, per ring. No, it's 0.5. So for 3, it's, for 3, it's 1.5 total. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, for like it's pretty much just for Bone Storm, right? It's a 60-second ability. So, do you actually use Bone Spirit? I would actually have to tell. Let's do this dungeon real quick, and then we'll close it out. I said I was gonna do the quest and then close it out, but we'll do one dungeon real quick with this build. I'm really enjoying this build, man. Having like the there we go. Oh, he found the squishy part. We'll have to add the video feed to the YouTube. Oh, he fucked up. He's like, I'm gonna go fuck him up in the living room. Yeah, we have. We'll have to add the Yoda camera to the YouTube video so people understand what the fuck is going on. What game is this? This is Diablo 4. I'm excited to go test other build as well. We're gonna try full bone as well, for sure. We're gonna try full bone, and we're gonna try. I gotta try to get the golem though. I don't even know if I can get the golem. Do you? Yeah, I have 3 points in Spirit Max. Too.
I need more time.
Okay, I gotta put points in. What is it? Yeah, this one here. Bonded by Essence. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Maybe I will.
I need more time.
There we go. Not enough to fill. Okay. I feel like being able to respec on the fly. One build is trash, different for a boss. I mean, it's gonna cost a lot of gold. It's not something that you're gonna do all the time. It's gonna be very punitive at high level. You're not gonna want to respec for bosses, right? That's because gold is gonna be important. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it so that you're not gonna want to do like, oh, it's this guy, let me respec to this boss, right? It's kind of, I think they're trying to make it so that you commit to a build a little bit like you did in Diablo 2, right? You would commit to one build. You would commit to, you were like, okay, I'm a bone necromancer. That's what I'm doing. That's my build. That's my identity. That's what I do. I don't think they want you to be swapping build all the time. So I definitely think they're gonna limit it for sure with the gold, right? Just so that you don't get into like a situation where you're like, oh shit, this boss, let me respec my entire build. You're not gonna want to do that every time, because if you do that you could, but if you do that every time, you're gonna run out of gold. If you run out of gold, then you're not really you're not gonna be able to use the other mechanic that requires a lot of gold. Sork is really, really good. Yeah, my friend, Sork is really, really good. All right, cool. I still haven't found a. Okay, there we go. There's the urn. Barrier has been dispelled. Go down. Do your mage cast Frostbolt if you spec them cold? Yes. So if you spec them cold, they'll cast Frostbolt. If you spec them bone, I'm assuming they're gonna cast Bone Lance. But cold has like seems to be more to apply vulnerable. Like if you're missing vulnerable in your spec, I guess you can do that. That's pretty cool. But cold seems weird a little bit because there's not really anything else in your tree that goes with it. So I'm assuming you would only use the mage to apply vulnerable, maybe?
I'm not ready yet.
You know? Because there's nothing else in your tree that does cold damage, so. So I wonder what I think cold might be to if you have a build that needs vulnerable. I mean, maybe, or maybe for PvP. But I mean, Shadow as a stun, that sounds even better. But I'm assuming in PvP, the frost like mage could be really good, like especially if you're fighting against like, I don't know, like a barbarian, and then you need like some slow periodically on melees or whatever. That could be nice, you know. That could fuck him up. But again, the shadow mage gives a periodic stun. They have like a chance to stun here. 10% chance to stun for 2 seconds. Which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. This one is nice with terror. There we go. Yeah, I really like how this plays. I'm excited to try the other build as well. AoE grip is nice. I keep forgetting to buff my minion, man. I'm really, really bad at that. Second. Oh my god, I got a free 6 of them? Jeez.
You're a saint.
So, everybody that's been playing Druid today, how have you been enjoying Druid? Has it been fun?
You're a saint.
Did the game crash for you? I didn't get a game crash, but I got like 2 DCs today. And then I was able to go back in queue and be able to go back in. Druid is sick. Oh, man. I really want to play Druid, man, but I feel like I should wait for tomorrow to try Druid and push like Necromancer tonight while I'm here. But at the same time, I'm like, I mean, it's only 6 p.m. Technically, we could literally do like a full Druid playthrough, probably. Oh.
I cannot carry more.
Oh no, I cannot carry more. Willpower, dodge, total armor. I don't really know what stats I'm looking for, to be honest. Damage over time, shadow damage, really nice for sure. Intelligence, willpower, and a socket. That's pretty good. Only could transfer the power over. Free this guy. Druid and Rogue, my favorite. Druid is really good. I don't enjoy Druid. Really?
I'm not ready.
I feel like by the time I have a corpse for Corpse Tendril, like everything is dead. I really want to try like a full elemental.
I'm not ready.
I really want to try like a full elemental druid. Throw away a little bit of this shit, by the way. The blue gear. There we go. Sure, I guess. Willpower. Resource generation. Okay, strengths give me armor only. Skill damage. Willpower is kind of insane for Necromancer. Especially if you do like a bone overpower. I think that's the problem, right? It's like bone Necro has access to like guaranteed overpower hit, I think. And then you want willpower anyway, right? So you want intellect and willpower as much as possible. There we go. We're done with this dungeon. Let's teleport back. What are the boons for Druid, by the way? All right, there we go. So that's gonna be the end of the recording for Necromancer here. So we're not done. We're just gonna pretty much cut the recording here.